Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. tonight.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week. Is over and away we go in Super Bowl 58. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Well, understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
On 1st and 10, Shields escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Shields. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. That brings us to the end of 1 in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-all is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a dump off here complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Operating from the gun. Shields. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he goes out right around the 39. On second down, it's Stevenson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun now on third down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear, Coach. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Pass incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Shields. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So it's halftime here on Sports Grandin. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Come on now, let's do Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Back to throw. Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Handoff, Strong running left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. A give for Stevenson, running right. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Stevenson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run with Strong, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and goal, Jones, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Off play action. Shields. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they get...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rondale Moore, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. 72 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge 3rd down conversion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Myers. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, 49 yards. And the Pats have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Operating from the gun. Shields eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown, finding room at midfield. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rolling to his right. And this one's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 1. And time, a huge factor. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. Gets this to Moore, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because ever and ever, when you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture,